Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison Architect plus Alpha 20 episode 8. In the previous episode we finished off the remaining areas that we had, so we sorted this out here. We changed this to a yard because we had a bit of a grouping here. What's happening there? Whoa, that's not good. That guy has come in, probably pushing the laundry basket, and now is vandalizing someone's house. That ain't good. So we should probably get that sorted. Let me get some of these guards here. You come here, please. You guard, you go there, please. Go there. You go there, please. Stop this fathead from beating stuff up. Why is he doing that? That's just weird. I have no idea what he's doing there. And this guy's coming in, and he's probably going to go, okay, he probably just didn't say anything. Yeah, he started. We didn't see anything there. Okay, they've all drawn the tasers. This is going to go interesting. Yeah, there's that sorted. Right. So, we have a bit of a problem because, as you can see, our danger level is increasing. Serious complaints, basically because of lack of food. And I don't know what happened. I think it was because I changed all of these benches to... Well, I got rid of all the benches. I think that was the problem. So we'll speed it up to max speed. And we should have food time any second now. Hang on. Let's have a check our regime. Yeah, eat time at 12 till 1. So we're doing that now. So I will... Hopefully, it'll be okay once we do that. But it's a bit weird that that person was being a bit violent over there. I don't know what was going on. Either way, they haven't taken care of him. They haven't moved him around or anything. Let's just see what happens at 12. I actually need to go over here for a moment and go to deployment and then to guard patrols. And put a guard patrol there. And you put one on there as well as in here. Around here. And then you put a guard patrol. I think it was a dog patrol we had over here, wasn't it? We had a dog patrol around here. Then we had a armed over there. We had also a dog patrol here. We had a guard patrol around there. And we had armed guard there and there, as well as a normal guard there. The problem is that they do change and such. Oh yes, there we go. Everyone's eating now on the nice seats, and everything seems to be fine. Although they are shouting for food because having two kitchens still does not work. As you can see, they're taking food all the way over there. Why? Why? Let's go to deployment. Well, we can't set that. We can't sort the deployment. I'm gonna have to hire some more cooks. Let's hire up. We'll hire 20 cooks. We'll go to jobs, and that hasn't got any jobs assigned. That's got jobs assigned. That hasn't. Why is that got no jobs assigned? Why? I think it was because I have no idea. One moment. Let me just go to rooms, and then to our kitchen, undesignate, then redesignate, and then we should be able to assign jobs to it. So we'll go to deployment and then jobs. Again, we can't do it. Why? I don't know why. Is that saying it? That says all that is kitchen now. Weird. We're gonna have to put the doors in, I think. I think we changed that last time and we removed the doors, but it looks like you're gonna have to do it. But people are still working there, look. That guy's working even though there's nobody assigned to that. Because they're working on that kitchen, so they come over to that one and... oh, good grief. Right, let's just go to the door. We'll put all the doors in. We'll see if that fixes the problem. If it does, then we will leave it as is. I don't really want to put these doors in because I like the idea that you can always see this bit, but we're going to have to do something, aren't we? But at least it's been resolved now. It's sort of okay. We also... Oh, yes, there's something I forgot to do. I forgot to go to deployment and to guard patrols, assign guard there as well. Right, there's that sorted. But yes, anyway, as I was on about last episode, we got all of this done. We got this put in, which is like our sort of beach area. We got this office, which technically isn't really an office. It's just a sort of hut, really, isn't it? That you would steal things from. That's what happens in game. And apparently, that guy likes to carry washing on his head. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I'm not really gonna bother telling him he shouldn't probably do that. Right, put all these things in, and it's still work time, so a lot of stuff's getting served because people are working here. Don't know about the other area though. Let's just... I was going to say speed up to max speed, but it is max speed. Good grief. It's starting to get a little bit laggy with all of the land because we did expand down here. This episode, by the way, we will be building the fairly large area around here which will become our mall. That's what we're going to be building around here, so we'll have to sort that out in just a moment. But yeah, that looks like it's been placed, so let me just go to deployment and then jobs, and yes, we can actually assign people to that now, so we'll do that. Okay, there's that. Fine. We'll have to live with the fact that there's doors on it. Right. So lots of things for the workmen to do. Eat time looks like it's sorted. We have 97,880 generic units of currency, which is good. Let's go to our objects and to dismantle, and we're going to dismantle all of the trees that are around here. Now this will be a fair amount of wood for them to cut, so this will be interesting, but we'll sort this out. Rip these trees up. Technically we don't really need to remove these trees because we're going to actually retree this up to about here, so I should have probably kept them ones in, but it's fine, I'll retree it. So let us make sure that that's okay. Yes, they're running down there to sort that out. They're removing all the trees. Good. We also need to extend the wall that goes further around the prison. Obviously we have a problem now that the concrete wall, oh sorry, it was a perimeter wall that we used. The perimeter wall needs to be reassigned, but first I think it's probably best if I dismantle all of the trees that may be in the way, because otherwise it gets a little bit glitchy if you try to dismantle them while there's walls in. So we'll get rid of all the trees first, and then we'll sort that out from there. Looks like they're still using this to store eggs. I don't know how that guy's tired because he's stuck in a wall, of course. But yes, I don't know how ripe them eggs will be now, but they've been there quite a while, and there's also some, what's that? Potatoes. Oh, they last longer than eggs, but yeah, still, it's a bit weird, isn't it, having them in there? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. We have still got 3 grants. We've got the carpentry apprenticeship program, which is glitched as far as I'm aware. I know people say it's about how much you produce, but I've had that grant done a couple of times, so that's just glitchy. We need to serve several meals, so we need to have 3 high quality, high variety meals, and a single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days. So, so you need to serve 3 high variety, high quantity meals for 2 days, so you have to have 3 eat times. I'm probably never going to do that. I'm probably never going to change it. And we have this long-term investment, which we'll probably never complete because it's glitchy and such. But anyway, how are the workers getting on? They are happily dismantling all that, which is good. I'm going to hire more workmen, up to 30 workmen, I think. Don't think we really need any more than that. That should do. We're going to hire some more janitors and some more gardeners. There we go. We should probably hire some more guards as well, up to 40, and some more armed guards just because we can. Should probably hire some more dog handlers. There we go. That was armed guards. We didn't mean to do that. Two dog handlers. We'll sack some of these. There we go. So, sorted. What the hell is going on there? That is the teacher trying to get... I don't know where they were trying to get to, but they were well glitching out. Right, so armed guards. They're not really doing it, they're just wandering around. Could weapons free them. Nah, we'll turn that off. Put your weapons away. Just checking to see if it works, sir. Okay, that's fine. Just don't shoot everybody. Thank you very much. Right, we can probably get rid of that road gate once we've completed ripping out all of these trees, as you can see. But we are doing quite well on this. I mean, it's sort of weird, really, because everything has been designed to be functional. I mean, there's, most things in here have a purpose other than just being aesthetic, but it's designed in a weird way that I didn't honestly think would work, and it sort of has, which is it either means that the game's broken, I'm good at the game, or it's very, very universal in its mechanics. And I think it's probably a combination of the first and the last. The middle one I don't think is the case. I really don't think so. Anyway, why is that tree not being dismantled? Oh, because I didn't need to dismantle it. I didn't mean to dismantle it. Ah, well, whatever. We'll see if they're going to do that. These ones here, we've still got to dump them trees, and they're just not bothering. They just can't be asked. So whatever. That's fine. Anyway, we'll wait until it's daylight, and then we can actually see something. It looks like it's getting more light now. And we're on day 49, actually. Nearly 50 days. Probably the longest I've ever done a prison for. But generally, normally I don't expand to extra areas. Is that tiled? I don't think I've tiled that area. Concrete tile? No, I haven't tiled that area at all. That's a shame. Now it's sorted. Right, I knew there was going to be things that I missed out on. But yeah, there we go. Right. So we have this fairly large road that goes along. Once we've got these trees removed, we're going to put the fence, this sort of the perimeter fence all the way along. And we're going to have, again, a road gate there and a road gate. I don't know where to put the road gate. I think we'll have the road gate so it separates the bridge. So the bridge is separated. So where it is now is probably fine. Get rid of that one and then have the other road gate there. And then we'll separate this big lump of the bridge. But then again, we do have the problem that if that ever opens, this one here, they'll have to sort of charge down. They can charge down and out. So we might have to have one there and then one there and then have to sneak people around that way. And oh, it's going to be a nightmare. We'll see. We'll see how we get on with this one because it's going to be a bit ropey. It really is going to be a bit dodgy. Anyway, any second I'll force that to open for them to move it. Oh, they're not even bothered. They can't really be bothered. Right, so let us get on with some building, shall we? Materials, and we'll go to perimeter wall, and we'll expand the perimeter wall from here all the way down to the bottom, which is there. Obviously, we need a bit of a gap, but there we go. And then all the way along to there. Now, the problem I have is that I can't place this perimeter wall there. Can I place any wall there? No. So we can't use this thing on the left-hand side. We just can't use it. I mentioned last time that we could probably put the wall there, but we can't. Because people can't walk there. We can have a wall there. We can't have anything on this side. So this thing on the left here, this thing just won't be... We can't do anything with. We really can't do anything with. The only thing I can do is expand down even further and see what we get, but I don't want to do that because I think that would be over expanding it, and I think we best to keep it in scope rather than overdo it. So what I'll probably do is just make this like a little, I'll make it woodland. I'll just cause that all to be wood, and then we'll call it there. I think that's probably the best thing to do. They're not going to remove them trees, are they? They're too close to the water, so they're not going to do it. Right. Anyway, I'll let them get on with what they're doing there. This area, as I said, we won't be able to use, sadly. I mean, the original idea of having the chalets and such in it, or the little resort, was quite good, but it's just not feasible. Until there's a way to actually fill in water, stuff like this is just inevitable, really. Because there's no way to get over water. You don't have little boats to get over it, like the workmen to get over it or anything. You just have to put up with what it does, really. So I really hope there's a way to fill in, like, you know, the water, because obviously other games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and The Sims and pretty much any other game like that, you can raise and lower the land like SimCity and such, and then add or remove water. Transport Tycoon, all the games that I can think of really do that. So I'm sure that'll be added at some point. Just it ain't in now. Alpha game is alpha. Right, road gates. Let's shove them in. So we'll shove a road gate in there, and we'll shove a road gate in. Probably there, I think, is the best place to put it. And then obviously we're going to go to our materials, perimeter wall, and we'll run a perimeter wall. Actually, we'll cancel that. We'll run it down to there. And then we'll have it so the road gate goes there. Okay. Obviously it means that then they can't escape around there and out. So that's that done. We need to probably put one there as well. I like the idea of this being sectioned off from the road onwards, basically. So we'll dismantle that. We don't need that one. This is like a bit of an airlock, so they don't escape. We'll dismantle that one, and we'll dismantle that tree there. There's a lot of trees just sitting around, and I think just for the sake of time, we're going to go to our object, sell object. We're going to sell the wood that's lying around. I don't think keeping it here, I don't think transporting it is going to be very efficient, to be honest with you, especially when we've got enough wood up the top just to cut up anyway, because that's all we're going to do with this. We're going to cut it up and make it into beds. So I'll just sell it. I don't really need the money. As you can see, I've got 50,000 generic credits. Even though I've hired a lot more people, we've got more than enough, really. I mean, we're receiving 66,000 a day. I've just noticed it. 66,786 generic currency units a day. Good grief, that's a lot of money. That is a lot. Don't think I've ever made that much in Prison Architect before. I did used to... What they're doing? Oh, they're placing that. I did used to have a prison which had 2 very large workshops, and it functioned fine. But, yeah. We'll have to see how this one goes. Right, so they're trying to place these things in, as you can see. What I need to do is delete that perimeter wall there and then expand it to about there and then have this as woodland. So this guy's got a bit of a woodland off his back garden sort of thing. These guys are glitching out, so I'll have to manually move them because it's all... Yeah, now they drop the bricks and then move on. Thanks, guys. Nice one. Excellent. Force these open for them. Force all this open for them here. And we should have that... Which one do we want dismantled? It was that one, wasn't it? So we could probably force that road gate open, to be honest with you. We can open this, but I want it so there is a gate there for... Basically, there's a gate that can stop people if we need to. There we go. Let's go and sell most of this wood on this side as well, because we don't want them to pick it up, because it's just going to take them far too much time. It's a bit annoying doing that, running around, because it's all in little piles. It's all in little clumps. At least they've clumped it up. It's not one log in one place. There we go, and there's all of that done. There's a couple more here which are now complete. Right, done. So back to here, materials, and then to our perimeter wall. I'm going to run a perimeter wall up to there as well. Like I say, it's sort of a airlocky type thing is what we've got going here. Looks like they're all jostling to get out. We'll open that up. We need to have some deployment in here, so we'll go to deployment, guard patrols. We'll set a guard patrol of that and assign someone to it. We'll have an armed patrol as well. There we go. And we'll have an armed patrol going down the road. Hang on. There. And we'll assign an armed guard to it as well. There we go. Right. So that means that's sorted. That's locked open. That's locked open. This one, we don't really need one. To be fair, that's a security risk. I mean, that, as you can see, when the gate's locked open like that, they could just make a run for it. In fact, I'm so very surprised they haven't done already. No, nobody's escaped. I'm very surprised that I mean, that's fairly risk. As soon as that opens like that, they could just go woo and straight out. So we don't really need that, to be fair, because we would have already seen what happened. So I'm probably going to lock that one open, really. I think we'll just leave it like that, and we'll just put up with any problems, I think. That's still under construction, so people are going to come along and sort that. That wall's done. We now need to demolish this one here. So let's sort that out. Materials, demolish walls. We're going to demolish the wall all the way along there. I'm going to rebuild a concrete wall, probably from there onwards to about there, and then we'll have all of this as trees and such, and that'll be like a little wood for this guy's... Well, it'll be like a little wood for the mansion and such. Be quite nice. Right, what's happening there? That's a visitor that's also glitched out. Yeah, we're getting a lot of problems with that. Really a lot of problems with that. So this is where we're going to have our mall, and I need to make it fairly large, so we'll have planning and then walls, and we'll sort of plan it off to be 30... Ooh, I don't know how big. I want it large, and I think up to there maybe, and have just a car park in the front. I think that is as big as I really need it. Yeah, and then we'll have individual shops going down there. I know people said we should have it so it does that. Been a couple of comments saying we should have it basically like this. Then we'll have a sort of eatery, and that's, you know, and this is like the center bit. We don't need it. That's the thing. We don't really need it. And it certainly won't work because these two are pretty close together with no gates between them, no locked gates rather. And even then, it still glitches out. So there's no way at all that having one behind several gates all the way over there, like sort of a place for people to eat, a canteen and a kitchen, will work because nobody lives around here. If we had this done, then we might be able to sort it. But because we don't, problematic in it. So we'll have to see. Right, let me... Oh, it's auto-saving as well. Once this is done, I'm going to put the grass in here, and then we'll put some trees around. And then that'll be the little mansion-y thing done. So we'll go to materials and then to the grass. Then we'll assign all that as grass. We'll grass it over apart from that bit. We don't want to grass that bit over. And then we will put some trees in. And it will just be a little ad hoc. It won't be as nice as that It'll just be all over the place. That's what we're going to go with. So we'll do that. This'll be our fairly large mall, which I don't even know what we're putting in it yet. I have no idea. We'll see, won't we? I'm not going to put in a kitchen or canteen, but I might put a common room in it. I think, in fact, I will be putting a common room in it. So we'll have common room all the way around the outside. That's what we'll do. We'll have common room around the outside. So we'll have different areas that are common room. So this room will be common room with TVs in it. This one will be common room with phones in it. So that'll be the phone shop. That'll be the television shop. This one will be the shop with pasties in it. This one will be the ones that only sell 6-inch masonry nails. This one sells the noise that blenders make. And you get the idea, right? So we'll have all of that going around the outside. This will be a thing. Something which I'll build and haven't planned now. So let's just get on with the actual size of the thing. So we'll build it up to... That's what we've planned. Let's make it... Yeah, that's right. That's good. Right. It requires an entrance, and the entrance is going to be just one door. One door there. That's all I need it for. I just need the door there just to spawn it. That's all, really. And we are getting a seriously reduced frame rate now because of how big this thing is. This is fairly large, and there's a lot of people in it. In fact, we've got 133 prisoners, 40 guards. I would go as far to say we've probably got 200 entities in here. It's just for prisoners alone, just for staff and like prisoners alone. And then obviously we've got everything else on top of it. We've already expanded this twice. We've got everything else that the game has to work out. So it's starting to get a little bit funky, isn't it, in terms of the performance. But, you know, we'll do the best we can. So we're placing grass here. Obviously this is going to be where the warden has... the warden stroke mayor has his little sort of wander around. We're not going to put any paths in it. We're going to make it a bit of a wildish forest. That's the idea anyway. And then we will probably, once we've done that bit, put the car park in here and then do this area. I think that's the best thing to do. This we're just going to probably grass over and then put trees all the way along, although we might not put grass in it. I might leave it as just the rough, untouched bit that it is. In fact, yes, we will. We'll leave it untouched. We'll just plant trees around here. We'll just plant loads of trees in no particular order, just all over the place, and that'll be sort of an untouched wildernessy area. This bit we can also do something with as well, as people have pointed out. We can demolish this wall, and then we can put something around here. Now, I don't know what we'll do yet, but we will do something with that. But we'll definitely get rid of that wall and have this, even at the very least, we'll just have some path that means you can go to the like lakeside and just have a look on the lake or fish or whatever. Anything like that. That's the sort of thing we'll be going for. Right, looks like there's still a bit of grass laying to do, a little bit of turf laying, which they are coming along and they're going to sort that roll out now. And there we go, they're just laying the rolls of turf. A couple of things more to do. I don't want to place any more because it does get a bit weird. Can they get around there? No, they can't. They can't. So, looks like all of that is put in. Obviously, the trees between this mansion-y type thing and this are more of a barrier for... obviously, the mall is... the mall-struck shopping centre, whichever you're from, or just generic shopping area. That is... You know, they turn up everywhere. They've got the money to just bust in where they want and go, we're building something here. But when it gets political, man, you know, oh, you can't do that there. The mayor lives up there. So we got a buffer of tree. That's what we're going to do. So let's just do that now. Again, no real order to this, other than trees are getting put in. That's not one there. Probably one there. A little bit of order. I lied. A little bit of order. And... there we go. Okay, trees. A couple here, I think. There we go. Trees. Fantastic. Right, so trees put in. That's that sorted. This is getting built. And we'll put the car park in and that sort of thing. Right, I think we'll leave it there. Not a great deal of building, but the fundamentals sorted. Wall all the way around. We've got these gates open up. I really do like the bridge. It's quite nice. And this lake in the centre really makes it a bit different. Looks like we've sorted out the problem with our food as well, because a lot of people were saying they were starving, which is problematic. We also need to get prisoners to leave. As you can see, we've got 3 prisoners due to release soon, which will bring us down to just 2 over capacity. So we're almost there. So that should be fine. Next episode, we will finish this small, but what I need is your suggestions for shops. Obviously, we're going to have certain stores in that will be, you know, things like the things I've mentioned. So the television store, the television store, what else was it? We could have television store, the weight store, the blender noise store. We could have all that sort of thing. But what would you want to see store-wise? I mean, we could have drinks machine store, which obviously won't really do anything, but we're going to assign them. We're going to assign them different things. The idea is to have it so that they are all common room, which means that they will actually have a reason to go there and sit there. So we'll have things like our television store, which is actually a common room with loads of televisions in. We'll have the phone store, etc. But we could also do other things like bookshelves and that sort of thing. What would you like to see? Comments in the comments and we'll go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings. Should we finish? No, we'll just wait a little bit longer until they've done this. Here we go. And once this guy's put the foundation in the corner, it should build. Bye.